That he is. What's up, G?
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me good, man?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. What's going on with you, man?
What's up? What's up, man? What's the word, man? What you think about the conversation, man?
yeah, I think it was a dope conversation, man. And like you said, if anybody was listening that was might have been thinking about starting to do content, it could be thought provoking for them, and they can, make a decision based off of that because a lot of things that were said are actual facts. You know what I'm saying? That's how YouTube go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I, like I said, I was listening to that, man. I was like, it was a lot of useful information in that particular, live stream, man. And I felt like that was something I wanted to kind of shed light on, outside of what's already being spoken on. I wanted to shed light on that particular live stream because it was some useful information in there that people can actually use, that's inspiring to be a content creator or that's already a content creator because, knowledge be key, bro.
That's a fact.
Pro 901, what's up, man?
What up, Pro?
Yeah, man. But yeah, bro. But like I said, I thought it was an overall good conversation. I thought it was a good, very, very entertaining live stream. You know what I'm saying? I I looked at that, I was like, boy, that was a funny ass live stream, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. It was an interesting live stream, bro.
Yeah, it was. And I seen you let it, let it play out more too. Cause I know you was dog tired, you know what I'm saying? And you let it play out some more, you know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of the content, because, you seen where direction it was going. It was shaping up to, be one of those good lives that, you can get some good material from.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What's your thoughts about content creating right now? Like, since you've been a content creator, what's your thoughts about it?
Well, see, because I kind of look at it as just something that I'm doing as a recreational, hobby type thing where I'm not really, and I'm just being honest with you, I don't really take it that serious because I don't look at me saying, oh, I'm going to do this full time. But I still take it serious to the point where I do want to improve and get better. But I'm not taking it serious to the point where it's like, okay, I'm trying to transition from, my career to switching to, oh, now I want to be a YouTuber. So I guess I'm really not up on it like I probably should be as far as like trying to learn the ins and outs of YouTube.
Right.
And just like when I was answering the question, she asked me, what direction do I want to take my channel and things of that nature. It's like, it's more organic where it's like, okay, I didn't start it as being a beef channel or me just, starting to, get on my channel to talk shit about somebody that I'm beefing with. Because a lot of people do that. Because now you can do it on your own platform. You can say what you want to say. You're not going to be muted or, somebody just drop you off the panel or something. So that wasn't the reason why I started started going live. And I do want to transition because it's a lot of other things that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? As far as like cars, my job is interesting. I travel a lot. It's a lot of things that I could be doing as content. And it's like I said, it goes back to me being kind of lazy with it, where it's like, yeah, I know a lot of this stuff can be content, but am I really
put that work in?
Right, yeah. So when you were speaking about that, that's definitely facts. You got to put that work in, and you got to maintain your level of work ethic, and don't worry about, because a big YouTuber I heard speaking about this was CASHAPP. I know you know who that is. You ever heard of him? You heard of him, right?
You said who?
CASHAPP.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So I was watching. I seen when he was saying how he just kept doing it. You know what I mean? Like when he first started doing uploads and trying to get his YouTube popping, he won't get no views, none of that. And he was spending all, like you said earlier, about editing video. You spending so much time just to edit a 5-10 minute video, but then you only get 50 100 views on it. It can be discouraging at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my shit ain't really catching on like that. But you just gotta keep with it. If you confident in your craft and what you're doing, you just keep at it, and then eventually it should catch on. If it's good and it sees the right people see it, then it'll catch on. Right.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. It fall into a different pocket of YouTube or algorithm, and somebody like, oh, okay, what's this, and it just be up from there. YouTube works in so many different. YouTube works in a lot of different ways, man. Like I said, it start working for you when it sees that you putting in work. And like what Super was saying, when you able to make YouTube money, then that's when they'll really start, putting your channel out there. Once you start making them some money and stuff. So that's what I've noticed about YouTube, and consistency is definitely key that I've seen, man. Of course, we all take our breaks, but we always gotta be trying to generate more content. But like you said, you trying to get into the realm of making content, but you're not really taking it serious right now. But yeah, I noticed that you gotta really keep pushing out videos and stuff with YouTube to tap into different pockets of it, of the platform.
Right. Yeah, because I noticed, my channel was growing more at a rapid pace when I did go live every day. You see what I'm saying? But then I fall back from going live because I got other things I got going on. So, and then sometimes I just don't feel like going live. I'm beyond, I don't feel like going live.
Right.
So, but if you're taking it serious and you really want to, take it to the next level, then it doesn't matter if you're feeling like doing it or not, you still have to do it. Because, I still have to go, do my job, even though I might not feel like it that day. I still got to go do it because this is working towards something, you know what I mean? And it's a bigger picture at the end of it. So you got to kind of treat YouTube the same. And just like how you say, especially if you're working towards getting monetized and like that's your goal. And I ain't gonna lie, that's not really my goal. Like, it would be cool. It is a goal, but it's not like my goal. Like, oh, I've started YouTube because I want to get monetized and make money off of it. It's like, if I do, cool, but it's not, I'm not looking for it to be some type of main source of income.
Right. Shoot, it's good to have it as a source of income, period.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
That's what we're working for, and we doing these videos. So that's another good source, So, yeah.
Right. See, but I'm not one of them people that would hate on the next man that is trying to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I have heard content creators kind of talk down on, like, or make it seem as like, I ain't gonna say they better than, but I don't know, whatever. But they just be like, I ain't about that. I ain't trying to make no money off this. It's like, why are you kind of, making it seem like a bad thing if a person is trying to get money, like, make money off of this or whatever? It's like, why would you look at it as a bad thing? It's not a bad thing.
Right. It's really not. If you could get another source of income out there, I highly suggest you shoot for that. Especially if you're good at what you do. Yeah, go ahead and get another source. That's the name of the game. Multiple streams of income. That's the name of the game. So if you can make YouTube one of those and you're actually good at that, I strongly suggest, you following that particular lane, especially if you're good at what you do. But like you said too, Thad, it's definitely a process, man. The process is, like I said, the process is always ugly, but the reward is beautiful, especially where you get your channel growing and it's rolling the way you want it to be, and you're getting the type of support that you know what I'm saying, that you need, that you want. And you got people just coming back to your channel, man, and just, liking the material that you're putting out there. And once you get it to that point, I just think that, it's such a beautiful thing, especially when you're seeing your channel come from the ground up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. See, but right now, like I say, I don't want people to expect anything other than getting that tears on my channel right now. Like, it's not no one particular thing that I'm into, what I'm going to be, covering. It's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's a lifestyle. It's like I look at those like lifestyle channels.
Yeah, sort of.
On what you speak, right? Where you're speaking on different things, but it's what you want to speak on, and you're doing what you want to do. You want your channel to go in the direction you want it to go in.
That's a fact. Sometimes I might just feel like, shooting the breeze and, you know what I mean, just chopping it up, just talking about whatever, or I might have a subject, or, you know what I'm saying, something like that, or, I mean, it could be anything. So yeah, pretty much whatever with me right now on my channel.
And the biggest thing I want to tell you too, man, is to run your channel. You know what I'm saying? You should always want to run your channel the way you want to run it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have anybody deterring you away from that. And I encourage anybody to always do the kind of content you want to do. If somebody feels strongly about what it is that you do, shit, they can go make the channel their own. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If you're so strong in that opinion, then you do what I'm doing and share your thoughts, because simply that's what I look at content creating as, people expressing their thoughts through the kind of material and videos that they produce for their audience, because that material is a reflection of you, you know. Right. So, you know, you should always want to stand behind your product, and you don't want anybody coming in and try to tarnish that or take that right away from you, because anything that you put on your channel is what you want it to be up there, and nobody should have that right to try to, you know, have you deviate from that, because your channel is your channel.
That's a fact.
So what's some of the
That's how I won't disagree with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's some of the cons you like? You know, what's the pro? Well, let's start with the pros. What's some of the pros you like about content creating?
The pros, you get to say what you want to say unfiltered. You know what I mean? Like, and not worry about being, you know what I'm saying, like censored. Well, of course you're censored because you got guidelines to follow or whatever. I'm not talking about that, but what I mean is, like, because I've been on YouTube for a little while now, so I've seen where certain chats I can't speak freely because I'm going to get timed out, I'm going to get blocked, or all this other stuff, you know what I mean? And I don't even be being disrespectful. That's what's so crazy about it. Now, I can understand if I'm trolling, being disrespectful, calling names and saying, or just telling lies or something like that, but it don't even be that, and I can't say what I want to say and have my opinion. So to me, that's a pro, to be on my channel and I can say whatever it is I want to say, and if somebody doesn't like it, they can just tune out.
Right.
You can just click off of it if you don't like what I'm saying at a particular moment. Right.
What's some of the cons?
Oh, you said some of the cons. Well, I mean, I guess you could look at it as a con that you are kind of putting yourself out there for scrutiny. So it's like, it don't matter how positive you're trying to be or negative, whichever one, you still leave yourself out there to be scrutinized. So I guess that can be a con if you're a sensitive person and you worry about how people think of you and all this other stuff. Then that can be problematic, because now you'll spend more time focusing on what people are saying about you, especially if it's negative, and trying to respond to that versus just doing your content, just being you.
Right. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. You got to focus on self. Okay, so how long have you actually? Okay, so you started in chats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where originally did you start at, as far as, you know, being in chats and stuff?
Well, shit. It's crazy because I don't remember when YouTube started the live feature. I don't even remember when they started it, but I used to be on YouTube. Well, I've been on YouTube for years, as far as like just watching videos and stuff like that. But I was never like in no going to anybody's live consistently typing in their chat. But I would, you know, comment on videos and stuff like that, but wasn't going to any lives or anything. And then when that nigga KV had went viral, and then he fucked around, started going live, I had started being in his chat, and then kind of started venturing out, because you know how YouTube with the algorithm, they start suggesting other content creators. And now I'm noticing where it's like I said before, I didn't even know that YouTube had started the live thing, and that people was going live from YouTube. I couldn't even tell you what year that shit started.
I couldn't tell you either. It kind of just popped up.
Right. It's just like a feature that they added. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure YouTube recognized the popularity of streaming platforms. You know what I mean? They had their whole shit center around just streaming live. You know what I mean? So being that YouTube already has a large audience, which was smart for them, because now, okay, we already have all of these subscribers and account holders and people that's doing content. So we add this live feature, that's going to increase our revenue, because that's a you know, an added stream of revenue to them. You know what I mean? So, like you said, I don't know when that shit started, but you know, that's pretty much when I started going to lives and typing in people chats and shit, is after KB went viral.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And not to bring them up, but I'm just being honest about the situation.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Because everybody be like, well, everybody want to talk about KB and bring them. I'm just being honest. But hey,
Oh
I
no,
get credit where credit is due as far as like
yeah,
me, experiencing like the live aspect of YouTube. It
yeah,
started with seeing him go live, and then I started watching other people go live or whatever.
right,
I won't lie and be like, well, shit, I was already on YouTube watching people go live. Like, nah, I wasn't.
right.
I was just a do-it-yourself motherfucking watcher and other interests of shit that I'm interested in, whether it be history, sports, just all different type of things, cars, you know what I'm saying? But mostly just, I really use YouTube for knowing how to do shit. Like if I need to fix something or just interested in something or whatever, I just watch YouTube for it. You can just
YouTube University.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's crazy, but you can learn a lot from YouTube because there are a lot of credible, information resources on YouTube. And see, I always tell people, well, not tell people, but tell my daughter and tell people I love, you know what I'm saying? Don't just take one source of information. When you thinking of, when you want to do research on something, you got to look at a bunch of different sources of information and then determine what you feel like to be true. Not to say that it's like you just going off of your feelings, but you got to put all of this, and if all of it's lining up and it's all sounding the same, then yeah, you can take that and be like, okay, that's probably a fact. Versus just only taking one source and then being like, okay, yeah, that's just fact. Like, nah, because you don't know that.
Right. Definitely got to do your own research. I definitely agree with you on that for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I use YouTube for, because I watch a lot of different content creators about the same subject. And see if what they're saying lines up or what's being said different. And you know what I mean? Like, because you can always kind of tell when somebody really knows what they're talking about and when somebody just pretty much just telling you what they think. Yeah, they just telling you what they think about something instead of actually, knowing the resource and people that did the research and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I use YouTube for.
No, YouTube University, man, it helps everybody, bro. It's not nothing on YouTube that you can't not find out, man. YouTube is like you said, it's just full of information. I know a lot of people have their own platforms that they like personally, like your TikToks, your Facebooks, just to name a few. But with TikTok now getting into like the long form videos now. Of course, they was known for their short form videos. Instagram, where it's just strictly was pictures. Now you got your live streams going on, along with like you can put music on a lot of videos and stuff. And Facebook, of course, to me is more like family oriented, where you can kind of connect with people you actually know in real life. Of course, you can meet people on from the four corners of the world, but with YouTube, to me, is one of my favorite platforms because of just how diverse it is, and it's just unlimited information. And like I said, I've always been a person that was a fan of long form videos, like your podcast and, like you said, your how-to videos and stuff like that. And it's extensive knowledge, and that's why YouTube is one of my favorite platforms because of the long form videos. What about yourself,
dog, man? It's pretty much one of the only ones that I use, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't even I do use Instagram, not really like that, but I be on Instagram. But other than that, I got a Facebook, but I don't ever be on my Facebook. I don't do TikTok, even though I got one. And I just recently got a Twitter again, only because I had some issues on here. But other than that, man, I just be on YouTube, bro, because I mean, it's to me, and I'm gonna be honest, there ain't no direct messaging, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's one feature. Yeah, that's one feature that YouTube does. And I got a girl, you know what I mean? So she's cool with me just rocking with YouTube because she understand. Well, I understand how women look at things, and they know that. Which she know I got an Instagram, but I barely be on it. With Facebook, all these other platforms, you can direct message someone. You can't do that on YouTube.
Right.
It's all out in the open. So all comments are visible to everybody. You know what I mean? Unless you have everybody on here blocked, they can see your comment when you comment on somebody's video, when you're commenting on their live streams and all of this. So it's all public record. And I like that because now you can see what I said.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's, man, I'm telling you, that is one thing that I really love about like just the live chat. Just to be able to leave some kind of digital footprints, especially when a live is like a really good live, and you know, people go back to look and just be like, well, who was actually there for this particular live? Like when this went down, or who actually watched this video in the comment section? Like that's just something that I thought just was always interesting, even with live streams that be having like the live chat on the screen for the viewers to see who was typing in the chat as well. Like I just always, you know, like that whole format, man. Just the whole digital footprints of it all, like being able to catch certain moments, and it's catching certain moments in people's lives when they're creating content, man. And I just always thought that was dope, man. You know?
Yeah, I like the interaction part of it. It's interactive, you know what I mean? Like somebody could be, because like you said, it could be anything. It could be someone just on a panel sharing their thoughts on something, and you know, they can make it entertaining and all that. But then it could be people that actually do shows. There's people that do lives that do shows. You know what I mean? Like whether it be music, you probably got people up here do clown acts on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like jugglers, whatever it is you into, you can do a live and people can interact with it in real time. So I think that's the thing that a lot of people get attracted to, is the fact that it's interactive. And you know, it kind of makes it so that people are attracted to the drama, because if they like shows like that in real life, then they're gonna love it if they can actually be a part of it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, man. I know exactly what you're saying, man. People be up here on their YouTube movies type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. That is a fact. You know what? That facts. I agree with you.
That's why I'm like, it is what it is with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's just gonna be something. It's just gonna be a part of social media moving forward in the years to come. You know what I mean? I don't see it really changing too much, to be honest with you. It's just pretty much gonna be what it is. And you, like how we had that conversation on my panel, you can make it what you want to make it depending on the type of content that you're consistently putting out.
Correct.
What you indulge in is what you get out of it, if that's what you're getting into.
Right.
So
that makes perfect sense. Yeah, for sure. Like you were saying, shit. Like we were both saying, you know, in that conversation, it's all about your niche and you know what it is that you want, the direction you want to see your channel go in, and if you really want that to grow, you want your channel to grow in that direction, then of course the consistency, and like you said, do videos on that particular niche, and YouTube will always direct it to the people that, you know, type in and look for that particular videos or that type of subject or topic that you speak about, and your channel grows that way, you know, with the recommendations and stuff. So yeah, that finding your niche is the hardest part. That's the hardest part as far as YouTube, finding your niche to me.
I wouldn't disagree with that, bro. That's why I'm like, yo, I don't know how serious I'm taking it. But I be having fun with it though, because I ain't gonna lie, I like having fun. I like joking and shit, you know what I mean? So I don't take it that serious. I know some people be on here taking it very serious, especially because money is involved or whatever. But even with the money, I still don't take it serious, because I am a donator. I donate to people, you know what I mean? So I don't look at it as they owe me something if I donate to them. It's just, you know, basically paying for entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Or you can look at it as paying for entertainment, or you just support. And and like I tell people on my channel, if you're gonna support me, I'd rather for you to do it organically and genuinely versus me having to ask you to do it. Right. Because I see that a lot. Because it seems like some people do take the, you know, the road of, there's so many ways you can go with your platform, but some people do take the road of actually asking and it comes off as kind of begging, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But to each his own though, and if that's what they want to do.
Right. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, to each his own. You know, I just don't want to be, you know, in front of a camera, you know, doing such things. You know, I would want people to support because that's what they genuinely would like to do. But yeah, I totally agree with that, man. What made you decide to, you know, come about the chat and become a content creator?
Man, you gonna think I'm lying when I say this, bro, but I swear it's the truth. I went live by accident. Real shit.
How that happened?
All right, so look, I didn't even have 50 subs, right? And now you can go live without 50 subs. You can have 0 subs and go live because as long as you have a computer, you can go live. But see, I've been on the road a lot, and I didn't have a computer with me at the time, so I had already thought about it, and this was probably like a whole year ago because I have my oldest video is probably a little over a year now. I only did one video, and then I was like, damn, should I start a channel? And I was like, nah, I seen so much going on. And I was like, well, nah, I don't think I want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? As far as like the content creator aspect of it, I'll just stay as a subscriber, a supporter, or whatever. But then I was like, man, you know, I do be having stuff I want to say because you know it's only so much you can type in the chat. You know what I mean? And I'm not one of them people to be typing paragraphs every time I'm typing or whatever. So I'm gonna try to keep it short in the chat. But if you actually get on the panel or you do a video, you can say everything you want to say in its entirety. So I was like, well, I thought about it, and then I was like, well, nah. And then one day I was just at my room, and I'm reading shit, and that shit said you can go live using a streaming service. So I just downloaded Streamlabs. My first time ever going live, I used Streamlabs. So I downloaded the app, and then you know I set everything up, and then I fucked around. I hit go live, and I realized that shit was I was going live, like, like, bruh. Like I was gonna see if it worked because every time I would hit go live on my phone through the YouTube app, it'll say, you know, I don't have the basically, you know, I didn't have the 50 subs to go live using my mobile device or whatever. So I didn't think the shit was gonna work. You know what I mean? And when I seen, you know how you can see how many people in your chat, and I started seeing the number. And I see like, and there's some people chatted, like people that I normally be, you know, in the chats with or whatever. A couple of them typed in there, and they were like speaking. I'm like, oh shit, I'm live. Like, bro, you watch my first ever live. That's exactly how it comes on. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes on, I'm not on camera or nothing. Because I didn't have it, you know, the camera facing me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this shit live. I was like, oh shit. And then shit, I just started talking. And it was on from there, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just started talking and I started liking this shit. It was like, damn, this shit kind of cool, you know what I mean? I'm saying? And then as the people that I normally be talking to in the chats, I'm talking to them, but now I can say everything I want to say in its entirety because I don't have to just type it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. That's kind of how I fell into it, and then I was like, "Yo, fuck it, keep going live."
So, how long was that actual live stream? Your first live stream?
6 hours, bro.
Okay.
6 hours, and it's crazy because the only reason why I did go live that long is because I'm engaging the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I said, when I first was going live, I wasn't dropping no link, no nothing. It was just me on there talking.
Right.
And it was just fun and shit. So it ended up going 6 hours. I didn't even realize because time can fly. You know what I mean? You just
it can.
Chopping it up. You know what I mean? And then next thing I know, I look up. I'm like, damn, I've been live 4 hours, 5 hours. Like, damn, yo. Because I want to say it was on like a weekend or something. Because I didn't have to work the next day. So that's kind of the reason why I was just messing around with the app and shit. I'm at my room bored and shit. And you know, just like shit, I got time, so chilling.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you, man. So okay, so when you did that 6 hour live stream, how like what, like after it was like ended, like after you ended that live stream, you know, what was your thoughts like after that? Like, wow, I just did my first live stream, or you was just like, yo, I can't believe I was live for 6 hours. Like, what went through your mind like after you did your first live?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, damn, I can't believe I just did a 6 hour live. I actually went back and listened to it.
Oh, you listened to
I
the whole
went back.
6 hours?
I went back and listened to the whole 6 hours
Oh, okay.
just to hear it, just to hear myself and see what I was talking about. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then I was like, I ain't want that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then I was just looking at seeing where I could get better at, improve things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even now to this day, I mean, I still do that to myself. Like, go
Mm-hmm.
back and watch my own lives, and I might not watch the whole live, but I'll watch it. You know what I mean? Some parts, or the parts that I want to see, and see what was
Mm-hmm.
said or something, and kind of critique myself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can I do better?
Right. That makes sense. What, so do you still to this day watch all your live streams, or now you just kind of let them fly and be like, all right, I'll watch a little bit of them and see if I can take a little bit of notes for myself, or you watch all of them in their entirety still?
No. Like you said, the first thing you said, just maybe watch some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the whole thing, but it depends. It depends really on how long that live is. Because if I did
Mm-hmm.
like a hour live or 2 hour, 3 hour, I'll watch the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if nobody else is live. I entertain my. I mean, it might sound kind of narcissistic, but I entertain myself sometimes. I actually laugh at myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it be a genuine laugh, bro. Like, I genuinely laugh at myself because sometimes I be forgetting what I said. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll go back and listen. Like I said, I listen
Mm-hmm.
to critique myself. Be like, okay, did you say something stupid? Did you say something stupid, bro? Like, yeah, go back and listen to yourself. Make sure you ain't say nothing stupid.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Like but you try, as a creator, you try not to be super critical. But yeah, you always want to make sure you in the best light. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I definitely understand
Yeah.
that. No, it'd be funny,
Shout
like
out to
watching your
Felicia.
live stream sometime. Oh, shout out Fedici. Shout out. Shout out Flying Low. Flying Low said, I'm a
Paragraph
paragraph king.
King.
Yo, shout out Flying Low. But yeah, so I've seen a few of your live streams, and man, you funny, bro. Like, it'd be funny sometimes too when you go look for something, and then you'll kind of like get sidetracked and start like looking at something else. And I'm like, focus, Dad, focus. And then
Bro,
you'll
it'd
look
be
at the
the
screen and be like, I'm hot.
yeah, it'd be the bud, bro. It'd be the bud. That's why, shout out to Roll Rich Entertainment. I like he made my intro, and it's perfect because it basically describes what I be doing on my live. Like, I just be blazing, not all the time, because sometimes I go live from on the road and shit. But if I'm at the
Mm-hmm.
crib, I'm definitely doing what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I be blazing, just talking. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Just chopping it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Different subjects.
Mm-hmm.
I cover what's going on YouTube in the sector.
Right.
But I do need to start. Like, I do want to start, but I'm not really a political, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't really be too political. I don't
Right.
know if you watch some live, you notice that I don't really get into politics too much. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I can talk about it, but it ain't something that I'm so interested in that I want to bring up and talk about all the time.
Right. That makes sense. I'm not really a politics type of person myself. I really just try to speak on things that I know.
Right.
Because when you go outside of that, and it's not organic, and it's kind of forced content at that point when you try to speak on things you don't have no knowledge of.
Exactly.
But
That's a
definitely.
fact.
So what's your thoughts about when people hit panels and stuff? Like when people like think about like when
That's a good
someone hits your
question.
panels, like what's your thought? You'd be like, I don't know what this person's going to say, or I don't know how this is going to go. So what goes to your mind? Like what's your thoughts about panelists?
All right. So first, I want to start off because look, it's crazy. I started going live and never hit a panel. You know how sometimes it's the other way around. A lot of people start hitting panels first. And you know what I mean, they make their round. I ain't gonna say make their rounds, but you know what I mean. The content creators that they rock with, they'll go chop it up with them on their panels, and you know, kind of promote their channel or whatever, and then eventually start going live. I started going live first, and then eventually started hitting panels. But as far as like my thoughts on panels, like people that go to panel, it's like, what is your purpose of doing it if you're not trying to start a channel, or if you don't already have a channel, then what is the point of you doing that? Now, I do understand people, like how I was saying earlier, sometimes you just want to speak because you can get everything you want to say out versus typing it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you gotta understand what comes with that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing to be in the chat, because even in the chat, if you type and you want to say your opinion, you're gonna give people, it's gonna be people that's gonna give you pushback depending on what it is you're saying. You might have some people agree, you're gonna have some people that disagree. So you gotta understand that everyone isn't gonna agree with what you're saying. So that goes the same as when you get on these panels. Everybody's not gonna agree with what you're saying. You're gonna have some people that do, but it'll be people you don't. So if you are one of those people that do want to hit panels and all of this, you got to be prepared what comes with it.
Yeah, facts. That is, man, that's a fact. It's always going to be everybody not going to agree with everything, and then you know you're going to always have the people too that go out of their way to disagree. So you got to be mindful of that as well. You know,
right?
You have people that's well aware of logic, but they rather display willful ignorance. So you know, you got to have a thick skin when it comes to, you know, content creating, because people, like I said, YouTube is a weird space and place, and you just never know what to expect when you're dealing with so many different entities on the internet, and it's a whole lot of them. It's a whole lot.
That's a fact, because I'm one of them. You know what I mean? That don't mean to say it's a bad thing. It's just that it's a lot of different personalities, and personalities will clash. So when you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of different personalities, and they can all meet in the same place, you know what I mean? You're gonna have conflict. It's just human nature. I don't care how people say, "Oh, we should do this, do that," and they're absolutely right. We should be able to get along, but that's just not gonna be the case. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean? That's trying to live in a perfect world, and we all know that don't exist. So, you know, we need to snap back to reality.
You know, and so a lot of times it's seen that people try to use this as a means to have a perfect world, when that's not even realistic, you know. And like I said, I look at it the way, you know, people carry themselves up here is a reflection of who they are in their reality. You know, even if that's not 100%, you know, it's some kind of reflection, you know what I'm saying? It's a shade, at least, you know, to who they really are.
Whether they're using a character or not, it's going to be a shade of the real them. And then you have some people that you get in the real them completely, right? Good or bad, you know what I mean? That's the real them. So, because people do use that, and it's a phrase that I get sick of hearing. You don't know me. Now, you know what I'm saying? Look, technically they're right and they're wrong, because you don't know them in real life. Like, you don't have a relationship with them or none of that, or you never, you know, met them and seen them in person. But you can go off of what they say on YouTube. So in a sense, you could be like, I know what you said. So if I repeat something that you said on YouTube, and then your reply is, you don't know me. To me, you like an idiot, because I'm like, bro, I know what you said, though. You know what I mean? I might not know you personally, but I know what you said. So if people are commenting and got an opinion about something someone said on YouTube, and their response is, y'all don't know me, yo, they just they stupid to me. I'm sorry, they just stupid.
Well, I'll say this. I'll more so say they're in denial more so,
Right.
because I people like, and again, that to me can go to the part where I was like, it's just willful ignorance, because people are of age, of course, to know right from wrong. But the thing is, people still just be wanting to do what they want to do and say what they want to say. And then when somebody might have shed light on that, it's like, all right, well, you don't know me, you don't know why I say, you don't know. So that's them, going out their way to be in denial. You know what I'm saying? Which with people like that, I just like, well, I let it be what it be. Once I see that about you, I'm like, well, I can see this person is very difficult to have a conversation with, or to invoke some kind of conversation, period. So I just let that be what it be. But yeah, like you said, it's definitely some type of it's some, I look at it, some type of ignorance, when people carry it like that. So I definitely agree with that, man. It's just when I look at just this content creator thing, it's really just different strokes for different folks. People like what they like, people going to support who they're going to support. And really, that's just the bottom line. People can't change other people's minds, especially when you're dealing with a multitude of people who are stuck in their ways, and used to having their way a certain way. So it just always makes for interesting live streams and pre-records or whatever the case is. How people make their content. You know what I'm saying? What's something you'll tell somebody that's trying to start, that's trying to aspire to be a content creator? What's a gem that you would give them?
I mean, not to sound cliche or piggyback off what you said, but basically what you were saying, dog, like, find your niche on what it is you want to do, and try your best to stick to that. Now, if that doesn't, if it's not going, I guess, as fast, or it's not happening as fast as you would like, you know what I mean, then hey, switch it up, you know what I mean, because you might find something else that do spark, you know what I'm saying, be that spark to your channel that get you the response that you looking for from the people. Don't be afraid to change it up if you see that what you're doing ain't working. That would be my advice to them.
Man, that's some great advice, man. That's the best advice, really, that you can just let anybody that's aspiring to be a content creator know. Just do the content that you want to do and be consistent at it. Like you said, find that niche and, man, just flourish in that, because when you look at the grand scheme of things, that's what it ultimately comes down to. Your channel and what you want for your channel. Do you want it to grow, or you want to stump the growth? It's really what you want to make of it. And like I said, I just try to tell people, do the content that you want to do, man. Don't let outside influence dictate what it is that you want, that you see for your channel, because you see a lot of that happening these days, man. And I just think it's crazy, especially if you want to start up a channel for you. Why have other outside influence? What you got going on? That's the case.
Hey, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off. You made me think of something, though. I don't know if you're a music guy. So I know I've heard Jay-Z say before, and I've heard other artists say this too. They don't even listen to other artists, and not to say that like they said, they not hating on them or nothing like that, but they don't want to be influenced inadvertently. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to be creative and you're trying to create your own thing, you don't want to be influenced, because you can be influenced not even knowing that you're being influenced.
Right. Yes, you can. I believe that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, just if you really want to get a certain thing that you want to stick to, don't even watch nothing that ain't really dealing with that. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, stick to what it is that you're trying to get. Like, cause Jay-Z, like, yo, shit, he listen to classical music and all this other type of shit, but he's making rap music.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, now I can concentrate on being creative in rap, because I'm not being influenced by rap when I'm listening to music.
Right. And that makes sense too. That makes all the sense.
So people can apply that same thing with YouTube. Like, yo, don't even watch the other content creators that's doing stuff that you really trying to do at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't watch them, because then you're gonna be influenced by what they're doing, and it's basically like I don't know, like some old, I ain't gonna say parrot, but you know, you doing what they doing, you kind of, you know, just following along thinking that this, but nah, if you trying to be original and do what you trying to do on whatever it is that you into, then you got to focus on that and don't even worry about what somebody else is doing if they doing the same thing.
Absolutely agree with that. That's a fact. Absolutely agree with that. You know, it wouldn't make no sense to be a duplicate. Why would you want to be a duplicate?
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we got a lot of those on YouTube though, bro.
Yeah, a whole lot. And some people have success being duplicates. It works.
Yeah,
for certain
that's a fact.
But
It can work that way in a lot of different professions. So, I mean, sometimes it is good to duplicate if, you know, you're successful at it. You know what I mean? If you are gonna duplicate, don't be, you know, terrible.
Yeah.
Especially if somebody already done gave you the formula to, but you know, well, how my man Smack said, I forgot his slogan. You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, what'd he say? It's something about the imitators and the
right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't think of it right now, but
what Smack said.
That saying he got, basically like you can try to duplicate it, but you ain't gonna be the original, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's right. Like, you can't copy respect.
Can't copy respect. There you go. Yeah. Basically, you can't copy respect. That's real.
You can't copy respect, man. And I know they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but you don't want to just be a duplicate. And if you're gonna duplicate, like you said, a formula, you still will want to put your own spin on it, even if it's still identical to what somebody else doing. You still want to kind of will want to put some originality to it as well. You don't want to be a carbon copy, man. So you can't copy respect, and people respect originality, not carbon copies, for sure, man. Yeah, man.
I think that's a fact. People do respect authenticity, so and people can tell. I mean, you can be fooled also sometimes, but for the most part, most people they can kind of tell if someone is being authentic to themselves, or if they're trying to fit in, put on, or however you want to describe it. You can tell they perpetrate.
It's an act, and you know how I usually you could tell, because like I said, go back to when we were just speaking about, you know, things that you know, and people can watch live streams and be like, yeah, I can kind of tell that this dude is just a car. It's not organic. It doesn't have that feel. You know, people can tell when the material is original and when it's not, man. And like you said, sometimes they can't. But when they do find out that some of the material don't be original, like, oh man, this whole time I thought so-and-so was doing original. He carbon copy of so-and-so. So, you know, again, you know, in that instance, people lose respect for people that rather go out their way to be a duplicate than to be an original copy. You know, so, or not even a copy, just an original OG, period. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have copy on it and anything. You want to be your own OG, your own original material. You know. But yeah, man, what you as a content creator, what you hope to happen, you know what I'm saying, in the next few months for your channel, man? You know what I'm saying, with the direction you're going.
I just hope my channel keep growing, because like I said, I mean, like I say to my, you know, subscribers, hopefully they, you know, as they grow with me, you know what I mean, because I want to give back to the people that support me. So I would hope to be over 500 subscribers. I mean, because I ain't gonna say the next few months, but whenever it happens, it happens. But I do just want to keep growing, and then eventually find, like you said, the niche of what you want to do, and well, I want to find mine on what it is. I feel like, okay, this is what I be want to do with my channel. Which kind of already got that, you know what I mean? 'Cause like you said, it's more like a lifestyle, like a vlog. You know what I mean? Just basically giving the people me, you know what I'm saying? Giving them Thaddeus, because I use my real name. That's my real name and shit. So, you know what I mean? You ain't getting the character, you getting the real Thaddeus.
Right. So, you know, the material going to be organic because, like you say, you just want to give people your perspective of how you look at things, you know, and your walk of life. So definitely understand that, you know, the vlogs and lifestyle videos like that. And I think that's when the material to me is good, when, you know, you can keep it organic like that and keep it, you know, on yourself, talking about yourself and what it is, you know, what's your thoughts and, you know, things that you experience. And I think those make for the best type of material, you know, for content creators when they keep it organic like that. So I definitely agree with you on that, man.
What about you though, bro? Like, what's up with you though? Like, how do you want your channel to go? Like, where you see your channel going in the next few months?
Man, you know what, man? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and we gonna crack that 1,000. I want to crack that 1,000, man.
Okay, you almost there, bro.
Almost there, pushing, man. We're gonna crack that 1,000. Grow the audience more. Be able to try different. See, I like to experiment with different types of videos to see what the audience responds to, and when I see what they actually lean forward to and view, I want to kind of try the new material of what I want to do for the channel, as far as, you know, my broadcast, you know what I'm saying, when I do interviews and stuff like that. I want to always bring some type of entertainment value to that. So I really just want to see my channel just grow, man, and crack that 1,000 and be able to, you know, help people along the way that's growing their channel or want to start their channel by doing videos such as this and being able to get insight from people like yourself that started up a channel, you know, that haven't had it so long, being a content creator, and get your thoughts, because I look at it as it's information that could help somebody, because you never know who watches. So I definitely want to just be resourceful in the next couple of months and see the growth, you know.
Okay, that's what's up. You got a music channel too, though, right?
Yeah. So again, it's Steph is Dope. STEFFISDOPE, one word. That's the music channel. I also have the Also Dope Reloaded channel, which I got some plans for that channel as well. But I kind of, like I said, honed in on my main channel because I want to go ahead and get that to where I need to be before I start and try to grow the other, you know, channel and put all my efforts into that too. Because I done put so much efforts into my main baby that once I get my main baby straight, we can work on the second channel. So yeah.
Yeah, man, I salute y'all content creators that can do that, where, you know, y'all have multiple channels and y'all growing each channel. Yeah, I salute that, because I ain't even got that much I ain't gonna say time, but I wouldn't say patience. Or I don't maybe I got ADHD or some shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My attention is like, damn, I gotta focus on this, and then I gotta focus on this. It's like, so I salute y'all that can grow one channel to, like, you know, even at 500 and then get another channel to over 500. That ain't easy to do, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's not, bro. Like, content creating is not easy.
Yeah, I know. I see that now, you know what I mean? Which I already knew that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not something that I, you know, didn't expect. Because like I said, when I started my channel, I didn't have no expectations really, because it was just something that was on accident. And I never pushed my channel. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never, like how I was speaking about going from panel to panel speaking. 9 out of 10, you're gonna be like, yeah, y'all sub up to my channel, or even the person that panel that you're hitting, if they rock with you and they respect you, they're gonna shout your channel out and say, hey, yo, y'all go sub up to such and such. I didn't never do that. You see what I'm saying? So I already knew at that particular time I wasn't serious about it. So it was like, well, being I'm unsure, I'm not going to promote anything, because then I'm like giving people a promise that I might not come through on. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one thing I don't do, is make promises I can't keep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I say I promise 9 out of 10, that means I'm able to come through on that promise, and I'll come through on it. But other than that, nah. So it's just like something I won't do. I won't push in no channel. But now I see that, you know, to actually grow and get your numbers to, you know, your subscriber count. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to, you know, go around, you know, parading your channel, say, hey, everybody come sub up, but you do have to put your face out there a little bit more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You do.
So I get that part about it, man.
You really do. You really got to put yourself out there more, and you know, and reach it. You want to reach as many audiences as you can, because like I said, people are going to go through your channel and watch your videos before they sub, because I do the same thing, you know, before I sub to somebody's channel. See what kind of material they do, and then like I said, if I fucks with it, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what, like you said, that's what, you know, you didn't want to put that out there until you were sure, you know, that's what you wanted to do, was put material on that channel. So I definitely understand that, though, you know. You seem like you're a person that move around a lot too, man, from state to state. So let me ask you, man, to you, which state to you got the best grass?
You said the best grass?
Yeah.
Shit. Damn, now you making me think, because I done seen. Damn.
Who you think got the best vegetables, man?
Damn. Well, as far as vegetables and stuff, I would say the southern states. I can't really pick one in particular, but I would say it would be a southern state just off of climate. But grass.
You been to the West Coast before?
Yeah, I've been everywhere.
Okay. Well, cool. That's what's up then. Yeah. So what do you think, out of all the places, you know, who had the best greenery?
I want to say Colorado, but
Colorado.
Yeah, because I mean, only reason why I say Colorado is because it not originated there, but it's been there so long that they pretty much done they solidified. You know what I mean? So it's like even if you go to like a mom and pop in Colorado, it'd be some good. You see what I'm saying? Versus you having to go to like a chain, because now at this point we have chains where there's names that's all over the, you know what I'm saying, it's everywhere. So they're gonna have 9 out of 10, because it's certain companies that you know that's what they do. So, but then you have mom and pops where it's in-house. But I want to say Colorado has the best in-house. Like I said, it's just been established there for a long time. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of a toss up between Colorado and Washington and Oregon.
Oh boy. Hey.
Yeah.
You know something.
Yeah. I definitely know.
All right. That's actually what I was looking for, like to hear those particular states in particular. But you know something. All right.
Well, Washington is my favorite state out of all the states I've been to, and I'm from Hawaii, so I done been to Hawaii, but Washington is definitely my favorite state here on the mainland. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what part of Washington you was at?
Shit, I was in Tacoma, Seattle. Like, yeah, I pretty much, I ain't gonna say went all over Washington, because it's a lot of countryside to Washington. It's not a whole lot of big cities over there. You know what I mean? So I've been to like the main parts of Washington, but I've been to the countryside too. That's why I love the state, because it's the most beautiful state that I've seen. Now, other people might have a different opinion, but in my opinion, Washington is one of the most beautiful states in America.
And that's a fact. For those that's watching, Washington is a very beautiful state, very green. like Oregon. Oregon is very green. You just go
and
there.
they got like they got like these mountains. In the mountains, they got like these rivers, but they like crystal clear blue water. Like the shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? People
beautiful.
don't even, yeah, it's beautiful over there, bro. Yeah, I love it over there.
It make you like it's so it's almost like a painting. It's beautiful, man. It's so green. The air is different. Like you breathing in the air. The air is different in Oregon. The air is different in Washington State, man. Like I said, I had an opportunity to be in Tacoma, and like I said, I love Portland. My goodness, I love Portland, man.
Oh yeah.
Portland, man.
Shout out to Portland. I spent some time in Portland too. My sister and my brother was born in Tacoma. I never lived there. Yeah. I never lived there because that's my older brother and sister. So they was here before me, and they were born. My parents and them lived out there when they were kids or whatever. But I didn't. I've been there, but I didn't ever live there.
Yeah. Shout out Tacoma. Shout out Tacoma, man. Shout out the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Man, Oregon, Portland gonna always have a special place in my heart. Beautiful city. The food is great. Love the food in Portland.
Nice people out there too, bro. The people cool too. So.
Oh yeah. That's a fact. The people are really nice out there, y'all, and it's very diverse too, man. Very diverse in Portland, man. It's not a lot of you know how you got these type of people being over here, these type of it's people mingling. It's diverse, you know what I'm saying, especially the downtown area. I had a great time.
What's up, Miss Believe? Shout out to Miss Believe in the building.
Shout out to Miss Believe. What's going on? Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man, pulling up too, man. Yeah, but I figured that you was a man of travel, like I said, and like I said, I figured you've been a few places, and I said, let me ask him, because in my opinion, that was the two places I was thinking about too, and I asked you. And yeah, man, the West Coast in general is just a whole different vibe, you know. So, you know, the West Coast definitely get love. Show, bro.
Yeah, but I'm on the East Coast. I grew up on the East Coast, so I spend most of my time on the East Coast.
Yeah, me too. I got, man, I love the East Coast just as much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Florida. I love Florida, man. Florida is just, you know what I'm saying, my second home away from home, you know what I'm saying? And the East Coast is just a vibe in general. You know, it's a different vibe. You know, if you've been on the East Coast all your life, and if you decide to go to the West Coast, be prepared for a culture shock. Be prepared for a culture shock, because they do things different.
Yeah, but some people, they love it. You see what happened to Tupac.
Yeah, man. That whole ordeal was crazy.
He messed around and loved the West Coast so much they treat him like he from there. I'm like, that's crazy to me, yo. Like they
man.
They act like he was from there, and I'm like, yo, y'all know he ain't from there, right?
Right. He from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He lived in New York and shit. Like, he grew up on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go out there until he was a grown man.
Yeah. But we embrace him as a West Coast artist over there, because he influenced the West Coast so much that, you know, he became one of their own. And I don't blame him. He's legendary. Pac definitely legendary, man. Like I said, I like the culture of it is cool, man. Like I said, I got a lot of love for the West Coast, man. I got a lot of love for the East Coast. And
you're right, though. The vibe, I was like saying, you're right, though. The vibe out there is totally different. You know what I mean? So,
very different.
I like it out there, but I don't like it because you know what I mean. It's just like it's gonna always be cons. You know what I mean. So just like out in LA, I don't like the traffic.
Oh, it's terrible, man.
Yeah, in the Bay, I don't like how cold it is. People don't realize, they be thinking San Francisco, because it's in Cali, it's automatically hot there.
Yeah, and that's one place I didn't get an opportunity to go to, San Francisco. And
you never been there?
Never been to San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's cool though. It ain't no bad place. I mean, they do got their issues, bro. One thing about San Francisco is terrible is their homeless population is crazy, bro. Like it's sad, you know what I mean? you would think, to me, and I've been so many places, you would think that it's worse in places like New York or you know what I'm saying, like Chicago. I don't know, some other places, but now it's terrible in San Francisco, bro. I want to say, to me, it seems as if the homeless problem in San Francisco is worse than LA.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just off me going on visual, me what I've seen. Don't mean I'm right. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, the parts that I've been to and the stuff that I've seen with these homeless people in San Francisco is way different than the rest of the country, other than New York. I say it's a close tie. You know what I mean? With New York and San Francisco, which is sad either way around. To see that type of issue, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn.
It get bad too, man. It's bad, man. And I pray for that. I pray for the homeless all the time, man. And it just seems like the rates is going up every day, bro. It's really bad on the West Coast, though, for sure. Like you said, over there.
Yo, man, I was just over there, bro. Gas like $7. I'm like, yo, y'all tripping, bro. I drove the rental car the whole time over there and did not fill it back up before I took it back. I said, nope. I'm not. You ain't getting me for $70. Nah, I'm good. Took that shit back on empty.
You said not today.
Not today, bro. I'm not feeling this back up.
You know how they do. They tax you on the back end when you don't.
They ain't tax me. So my company pay for that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, shit, that's lit. That's lit right there.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The company they pay for that shit. Hey, I just took it back empty. I'm not filling nothing back up. You told me you can bring it back? Nah, bro. I ain't bringing nothing back full. Y'all dead on that.
This is just one more thing I wanted to ask you too. How did it feel to do like your first 12-hour live stream?
Hey, bro, that shit was lit. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit was lit because I ain't think that I could do a live that long and actually be engaging, entertaining live pretty much the whole live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, damn. Just the fact that, you know, I ain't even think I could do 12 hours, and then it go by so fast because like a lot of stuff be happening, and you know what I mean, you talking, you know what I'm saying, just so much happening in those hours that you don't realize that it even been that long.
Right.
So
and you was cammed up the whole time too.
One of them, I think I was. I think sometimes I might turn the cam off, or I might, you know, be on. But I have done lives where I still pretty much be on camera the entire live. So.
Yeah. And like I said, that's what I respect that, man. I respect content creators that cam up, man. You know,
me too, bro. I'm kind of, and see, people try to make it be on some weird shit. Like I want to see men. Or nah, it ain't even about that. Cause my whole thing is I do run my mouth. You know what I mean? I know I can be mouthy and talk shit. So if I'm gonna do that, I at least would be on camera and talking shit, so you see who's talking shit. You know what I mean? Cause I can have my picture in my avatar and it's really me and all this other shit, but people don't really know that. But if you on camera and you talking shit, they see who's saying what they saying. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely respect content creators that aren't afraid to get on camera and talk their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just gonna get up here and you just gonna, you know, you want to talk about whatever subject it is and do your content, but you're not really talking shit about anybody. To me, you don't necessarily have to cam up if you don't want to. I mean, it's good if you do, because it actually shows the people who they're talking to and who they're engaging with. Right. But it's not necessary. But in my opinion, it's necessary if you want to be up here talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree with you on that.
Other than that, though, I mean, I really don't care if people cam up or not.
No, I feel you on that, but like you said, it's a different dynamic if you, like you said, talking shit. You know, people want to see who they talking to, but if you just generally doing content and stuff like that, or just want to come up, you know, share your thoughts and stuff, it makes no matter on that. So I agree. It definitely depends on the dynamic, you know. I definitely agree with you on that. What's before we get out of here, man, tell the people what they need to know about Thaddeus, man. What they need to know about you as far as your channel, man, and what to look forward to, when they visit your channel.
Man, I can say you just look forward to getting authentic Thaddeus. You know what I'm saying? I crack jokes. I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I can be serious, so they will get serious conversations sometimes. They'll get conversations like how on tonight that you went over, you reacted to. They'll get conversations like that. They might get some, you know what I mean, some messy shit sometimes too. You know what I mean? So I'll be honest, like sometimes you might get people arguing, you know what I mean, or you get people resolving an issue. You know what I'm saying? And just people all around, or just me myself giving my opinion about things. And it doesn't necessarily going to always revolve around what's going on YouTube. It could just be, any type of subject. So basically what I'm saying is, if you come to my channel, just expect to get Thaddeus, and kind of don't expect anything because you don't know what you might get. But at the end of the day, you will get authentic Thaddeus. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I can promise you. But I can't promise you, there's going to be all positive. I ain't gonna promise you it's gonna be all negative. So
right,
you know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
They're just gonna organically get Thaddeus at that particular moment. You being yourself in that particular content when they view it. What they see is what they get, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, they see is what they get. What can the people find you at? You say you only have YouTube. Do you have another platform, social media platform?
Yeah, I got an Instagram, but man, I don't be worrying about no Instagram because I don't ever put no content on it. To be honest with you, like I don't really do Instagram or whatever. So really just YouTube. You know what I'm saying right now. Now, like I said, if I decide to take being a social media personality more serious, then I might start more platforms and try to push those platforms. But I don't take it that serious, especially I know that my work ethic towards it won't be to the level of putting content on different platforms, if that makes sense, because that takes time. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you know what I mean? Because even if you are putting some of the same content on these, it still takes time to do this, you know what I'm saying, and then be put, especially if you're going live, because I mean, you could go live and use certain streaming services to do it all at one time and all this other shit, but it's just, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, right now you can just find me on YouTube at Thaddeus, you know what I mean? It's my name, the way it's spelled. So Facts.
Any last words, bruh?
Nah, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a dope conversation. You're welcome to the channel anytime. And keep doing your thing, bro. And keep growing, man.
Man, I just want to say I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. Like I told you, having me on your panel, to have a good conversation and also get some clarification, by moving the conversation forward and being able to have anybody look at that situation and be able to grab something from that conversation if they can, and shouts out to you too, man, on your channel. Like I said, hope your channel grows and it basically goes the way that you would like it to go with the content that you put up there, man, and overall success for your channel, man. Like I said, again, thank you and appreciate you coming hitting the panel now, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. No problem, man.
You're more than welcome anytime to hit the panel, to share your thoughts. Don't hesitate. I'm saying, I'll drop a link, bro. You hit it, come up here, and we chop it up, bro. You're more than welcome anytime to hit the panel, bro.
Word, that's what it is, man. Shout out to Also Dope. Shout out to the chat. I'm gone.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Thaddeus, man. Appreciate you pulling up, G. Great conversation again, man. That's what it's about, man. Knowledge, invoking conversations.